Hello and welcome to In Theaters near SHU. My name is Andrew Perry, and today we'll be talking about the 2014 film called It Follows, which is about a sexually transmitted disease which comes to terrorize a small town in the Midwest. Today my guest is Nicole DeAndrea.
You awake? You're not gonna believe me, and I need you to remember what I'm saying. This thing, it's gonna follow you. Somebody gave it to me, and I passed it to you.
Wherever you are, it's somewhere walking straight for you. All you can do is pass it along to someone else.
So Andrew, what were your first thoughts before seeing the movie?
That's a good question. I listen to a podcast regularly called The Directors Club, and at the end of the year, they basically have their top 10 films of the year. They kind of run them down and talk about them, and one of them was It Follows, and they both raved about it, so that got me intrigued, and so yeah, that was.
That's awesome. So what did you like or not like about the movie?
I think definitely what I liked was the setting and atmosphere. I think the small town, the Midwestern small town feel of it really, I think accentuates the horror in the movie, and I think it harkens back to a lot of classic horror films like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween, even Psycho to a certain extent. They all have a certain rural, kind of in the middle of nowhere quality to them. So I think that was really what I gravitated towards.
Right, I agree. I just think that the first scene where that girl was on the beach and she had her high heel stabbed into her chest was a little unrealistic. It kind of reminded me of Scary Movie.
Yeah.
And I thought that was going to set the tone for the whole film, but it actually ended up not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I agree. I think the first scene had a little bit of it felt almost like a parody of a horror movie.
So what are some scenes that stood out to you in the film?
I think definitely the scene towards the beginning when the girl's sitting in the classroom and she's kind of bored, not really paying attention to the lecture, and she looks out the window and you see this old lady starting to walk towards her really slowly, and it's in that moment when she realizes that this thing is real. So I thought that moment was really effective.
What would you rate this film on a scale of 1 to 5?
I think I would give it 3 stars. I think it was good. There's definitely a lot of really effective horror scenes that definitely creep me out. But I feel like it got repetitive towards the end. In the final 20 minutes or so, it just sort of lost me. But I mean, I think it's a good movie overall.
I'm going to give it a 3.5 just because I feel like there was a lot of unpredictable moments, and that's what you look for in a horror film.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's all we have time for today, but we want to know what you guys think, so let us know. And thank you to Andrew for being my guest.
And thanks, Nicole.
See you
and we'll
soon.
See you soon.